The doctors told us that he would never sit up, so they cannot explain why he can do the things he can do. So he is truly a miracle. Wyatt was born prematurely. He's a fetal alcohol syndrome baby. He's a meth baby. He was born with brain damage, and he was born with only one ear open. When we brought him home from the hospital, he also had neurological crying, so he cried for a month straight. And we all took turns holding him because he screamed 24/7, and he needed that support system. In the hospital, I was given packets of different schools for the deaf and hard of hearing. CID was the only school that reached out to me. So I'm like, hey, if they took initiative to reach out to me, I'm overwhelmed here, I'm going with it.
Wyatt has what we call a conductive hearing loss, meaning that there's something that is impeding the way that sound moves into or through his auditory system before it can get to the level of his brain. Wyatt has a moderately severe conductive hearing loss at his right ear, which impacts the way he accesses sound.
When Wyatt came to CID, he was itty bitty. He was a 3-month-old baby. So the family not only had this new little person, but they also had this new experience of hearing loss. They were curious about listening and spoken language, what that lens could mean for Wyatt. And then once they made the decision that that's what they wanted for him, they were all in.
Off to school we go.
I drive there every day, and it's about a 45-minute drive for us. We do it because we know that's what's best for him.
When he first started in the classroom, he could get his point across for the most part in single words. And then we had to push him to get to using 2-word combinations. So instead of just ball, it was, a red ball or my ball or daddy's ball. And then we had to push a little bit more to get to 3-word combinations. But after we hit that, he just took off.
What was something they needed to make their cookies?
Sourdough. And sugar.
And sugar. What else?
And salt.
You would just have a complete conversation with the 2-year-old.
Where did they put the cookie to bake?
In the oven. What kind of ice do you want?
The other day, I had a cooking show on because he likes to cook. And what were they using? Do you remember?
Ganache.
Ganache. He goes, oh, they're using ganache. Yeah. What 2-year-old knows about ganache?
At home, we try to do a lot of the things that they're doing at school. We'll hide our phone and set an alarm, and he has to try to find it.
They just taught us so much to be able to help him.
His family says he's a miracle, and it really is miraculous to watch him not only walk, run, talk, but sass back, ask really cool, complex questions.
How do we turn it on?
Just like that. There you go.
And be involved in conversation in a way that honestly outshines even his peers at 3 who have typical hearing.
I am making a tricky thing like a camera. 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Early intervention was absolutely the key for Wyatt. I'm amazed that things like this can actually happen when all of the pieces are in place at the right time, in the right way.
Thank you.
With family support, with early intervention, with great access to audiology, with teachers of the deaf and speech pathologists. When the team works together, that this is the perfect example of what can happen and what can be done here. It's just amazing to see it with my own eyes.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Wyatt will attend CID in our Anabeth and John Weil Early Childhood Center. He will get to still use natural settings and environments, but more those situations in the school, and it'll be done through play.
What's next for him is CID is preparing him to transition a couple years, hopefully, to his school district, and that Wyatt will run and play and talk and learn just like every other hearing child. And that's our wish for him, that he doesn't allow his disability to hold him back, because CID gave him a wonderful start.
That family support really is everything. So we can show up with our master's degrees and we are dang good at what we do. But if that child's family isn't meeting there to walk alongside us, that road is a lot more weary than if they do. Communication is the key to having successful relationships, to getting to chase your dreams. It matters.